Next level stuff.
Thanks, Will. Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he has showed no signs of slowing down. The Chiefs quarterback might have another target on the field very soon. Let's send it over to James Palmer with more.
Thanks, Kay. Chiefs star wide receiver Tyreek Hill returned to practice on Wednesday. Now, here was their plan for the week. They were going to evaluate that injured collarbone that happened week 1 against the Jaguars, and if it was where they wanted it to be, they would move forward with him returning to the practice field. Now, they haven't made any decision whether he's going to play Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts, and Andy Reid didn't tell us really anything in that direction other than he hasn't been on the field in some time, and we're just going to keep an eye on him. Now, Patrick Mahomes told us he doesn't believe it's going to take any time at all to get back on the same page with his all-pro wide receiver, and he even thinks when he comes back that this offense is going to go to an entirely other level. But also with the addition of Tyreek Hill returning to practice, running back Damien Williams, their starting running back that was injured against Oakland a couple of weeks ago, missed the last 2 games. He now is returning to practice as well. And at 4-0, this team looks like they're headed in the right direction and could be even more potent as an offense.
Scary to think about. Thank you so much, James Palmer. So with the return of those other weapons offensively, Nate, how much better can this offense be?
It could be one of the best offenses of all time. He's still on pace for over 6,000 yards, which would beat the record by, 500 yards or so. The simple fact that you can have a guy like Tyreek Hill with that explosion and the star running back that you guys wanted to go into the season with McCole Hardman, Travis Kelce. Like, this group of wide receivers could be the most stout. It usually goes 1 or 2 guys and then maybe a complimentary third or maybe a pretty good pass-catching tight end. But it's never been this deep on any team in the history of the NFL. The question is, can they maintain this level of success? And can Pat Mahomes stay in the zone for the next, 3 quarters of the season?
That's not my question, actually. My question is not can they maintain the success or can this be the best offense ever? Is that enough to win a Super Bowl? Just the offense playing better than everybody else?
Well, yeah, and the defense was stout when it had to be last week. And I'll say that by having a LaShawn McCoy have to step up and a Darrell Williams and a Byron Pringle, September, you get your legs a little bit so that in January, if there is an injury or if there is a need, Byron Pringle, who's undrafted out of Kansas State, can make a big play because he's already done it in September.
Yeah.
I love seeing guys like Darrell Williams and, of course, McCoy. But now that you get the big guys back, Tyreek and, Damien, then you're going to full go. But
no doubt.
Kay, to your point, the Patriots give up 50 points. No, it's going to have to be a defensive stop at some point.
They did. I thought they weren't stout last week. I saw Stafford and Carry-On do whatever they wanted, and it took a couple fumbles to get them back in the game. And it wasn't like garbage time racking up points. Like, Stafford took it to them from the go.
Yeah,
defensively.
He was good.
So I'm just wondering if it doesn't matter how great this offense is if the defense isn't as good as the top half of the league.
We'll see. I mean, they had a 100-yard defensive touchdown last week. If they get one of those every week, they can win the Super Bowl. But these guys, these Sammy and Pringle, this is the small prince on the Coachella poster.
Talk about it.
Sam is the big fan. Tyreek is back. Those guys ain't Tyreek. First team All-Pro. The word you used, Kay, was scary.
Isn't it fun to say Pringle, though?
It is. Because once you pop, you can't stop. The Pringles man. He looks like Mike D'Antoni. It's crazy.
Patrick Mahomes and everyone else among quarterbacks. If you ask this table, Mahomes and the Chiefs continue to rise. But find out which teams rose to the occasion, which fell behind. You can check out NFL Power Rankings presented by Energizer. It's every week on NFL.com/Power Rankings. We've got a good one tonight in the NFC West in Seattle. Jared Goff visits trying to rebound from a big loss, trying to get a win to extend their 3-game win streak over Seattle tonight. And is the week the Jets get back on track, week 5. Who do they need a huge performance from? Nate, you got somebody in mind.
Of course I do. I'm going to break it down.
Talking to